Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Boyd. Today I will be presenting my lookbook for Dress Up Day titled In the Meadow, There Was Peace, a look at late 18th century fashion, specifically inspired by the chemise à la reine. So as I mentioned, I took inspiration from the Rococo era, and this is a collection of that inspiration, specifically looking at the once scandalized chemise à la reine. And I say that because it was not a typical garment or style of garment during that time, which I will get into a bit more about the history of that in a minute. The style of dress was worn most notably by style leader Marie Antoinette, as seen in one of her formal portraits, which I will showcase later as well. And therefore the style was adapted by women of the 1780s. So in order to really think about how I wanted these photos to look and make this more of a lookbook photo shoot style, as I really wanted to focus on my visual interpretation for this project, I wanted to look at the garment itself and also how it related to Marie Antoinette's life. So much like the garment, Marie Antoinette was simple at heart. Like we talked about in class, she was longing for a simpler life that she left in Austria, and it is said she was most at peace in Versailles when she was roaming the meadows, spending time outside, and enjoying the gardens. So that's where I took inspiration to kind of invoke the feeling of that period. The chemise à la reine was both the essence and antithesis of the Rococo era, and I say that because while it was playful, delicate, and romantic, it was also simultaneously simple and shapeless, which was not typical. As noted in class, women were usually wearing corsets and layers of petticoats and styles like the polignées to create that over-the-top ornate look that we kind of know as Rococo. So Marie Antoinette really changed that when she made this garment a popular style. So here you can see the layers of muslin being represented, also being held up with a wide sash. So as I mentioned, normally this dress was considered an undergarment and should not be worn in public. One of the reasons why is because the sheerness of the fabric, as well as the length of the garment itself. So here is my theme board. Again, as I mentioned, I really wanted to focus on colors, how I wanted to position myself in these photographs, how I wanted to edit the pictures. I really wanted to have that warm, romantic feeling, and I really wanted to invoke that simplicity, but also the high social status that Marie Antoinette experienced during her time as queen. So as I mentioned, I specifically gained inspiration from this portrait of Marie Antoinette as seen at the top. You can see she's wearing a sun hat with an ostrich feather, a sash around her waist, ribbon. You can see the ruffles, some roses, and the full sleeve. Here is my mood board. And here is a up-close look at the final look, front, side, and back. To create the bunch sleeves, I pinned them. This was a nightgown that I thrifted and tried to elevate by gathering those sleeves and adding the sash, while also adding some lace to the sun hat that I found and also thrifted, as well as an ostrich feather. And as you can note here, although the neck style was similar to the Rococo era, the ankle is exposed because the dress is shorter length than the normal garment length. So that's another reason why this was kind of a scandalized item. We had a beautiful dream, and that was all. Thank you.